And we're live. Hi, everybody. It is time for your connection to spirit. And I want to introduce my lovely co hosts, SunPsychic Jean
Hi, everybody.
and Wisdom Seeker Joan.
Hey, good to be here.
Yeah, so we haven't been on together in just a little teeny bit of time, but this is now our normal timing. So I'm so happy to be here with both of you, and we're going to do some readings. Some of you may have seen my message in the chat that we're going to use the StreamYard giveaway tool. And so, in order to be considered for a reading, you need to put hashtag love, and it doesn't matter if it's caps or not caps, just hashtag love in the chat, and you will be entered in the drawing for it. And when you're chosen, then we'll ask for your question. So you have time to think about a question and you have time to be part of the competition. And I kind of want to know what both of you have been up to recently.
Well, can I just mention one thing that happened with me today? I knew that there was I was going to go for a walk, but then I thought, I just got a message that something was going to be delivered and they're like 10 stops away or whatever. And I thought, oh, I really want to get a walk in. So I just asked my guides, well, tell me when to turn around. And I got a mile away and they say, time to go back. And when I came back, I was half a block away and there was the delivery person just leaving my house. And I thought, thank you, thank you. So my point is, even in the little things in life, it's nice to be able to get a little extra assistance and keep your packages away from porch pirates.
I love the little surprises like that. What's up with you, Jean?
Well, I just had my past life mini reading event, and it was a huge success. I'm telling you, it was so much fun. We got a lot of readings in, and everybody was really very supportive and very helpful. There wasn't any earth shattering, amazing connections, but I mean, we had come through, but it wasn't one that we could investigate or find out who it was in real time. But you never know. Sometimes it will happen, sometimes it doesn't, but it was really very successful. And I did not realize how much energy it takes for me to do this. I was fine. I was well rested, well fed. I was ready to go. And I did it for 2 hours from 2 p.m. till 4 p.m. And when I got done, I was great. And then all of a sudden, wham.
Wow.
I mean, I had such a headache, like, ooh, and it's like that focus and that concentration. And I remember that headache. One time I read for 2 days at a fair and I had this headache and I'm like, oh, I know what that is.
Yep. Wow. Well, I was at your past life mini readings, and they were fun. It was really nice to kind of hear other people's past lives a little bit and what they had going on, and it was so much fun. And Joan, she was there too.
Yeah.
We can kind of tie into your energy because we've read so long with you, and so we get a little teeny hits too. But it was very fun.
It was really fun. And I think people really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And we're going to be doing the um, introduction to using your pendulum and a little practice. And that will be on March 1st. So
Yep.
it's March 1st at 2 Eastern and 11 Pacific. And I don't have it on my website yet, but I'm going to do it today. How's that?
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to join
I,
Jean in teaching pendulum use, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
I got a new pendulum for Christmas. So I have one that's strictly for readings and situations like this, and now I have one that's just personal to me. So I like that.
Aw, I like that. You saw that I have a kitchen one and a traveling one and one that stays in my purse. And yeah.
Yes. I am I have a pendulum again. I lost my house pendulum, and Priscilla was tired of hearing me moan about it. Sent me this beautiful one. It has the prettiest little
Ooh,
sun
sun.
on the
Ooh,
end, and it's
lovely.
a little shiny.
Well, it'll also be fun to see when and where and how the one you lost turns up, because it probably will turn up.
I
It's like an
know.
adventure.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to take care of a little business here. Everybody in the chat or everybody watching, it would be really nice if you could go to the channel you're on, whether you're on mine or Joan's or Jean's, and hit the thumbs up, or give us a like, because that will help all of us keep producing this kind of show. Because then it puts it out there in the algorithms. And if you're really have a lot of energy, go and like all of our shows. So, and then we'll have even better outreach there. Today, the main chat is on my show. So if you're feeling a little bit like there's nobody talking to you, make sure that you can come over to my show, and then that's Kigaru Spiritual Journeys, and there'll be even more people to chat with. Well, let's greet our audience too. I see Blue Lagoon and Samantha, and Kelly Montefori, Garnet, and Butterfly Readings. Thank you for showing up. Amelia Anderson, Kim Princess, and Kim Princess says, "Ooh, I want to go to the pendulum one." Yeah, we got one customer already. Lori Christine, Shooting Star, Rachel H, Lynn Hirayama. I think I read Lynn yesterday on Scorpio Sun Taurus show. So thanks for coming by. Surab Gupta, Davy Jones, Wanda Grant, Amelia, I think I already said Amelia Anderson, but Carrie, and I'm sure there's really a lot more. Sometimes it's hard to read everybody because this goes pretty fast. Nadavita. I'm probably not saying that quite correctly. And Gary for Grace. Thank you all for coming to our show. And as you already know, we've already talked about it, that we're using the giveaway tool. And so I'm going to go ahead and put up the giveaway tool. Oh, my.
Violets for roses. Don't try unprotected. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we there? Yep, we're there. Okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 ahead right now, so that we don't have to keep going back.
We have a VIP in the house, pure visionary psychic medium.
Yay.
Okay, first one, Samantha. Okay, let's draw it again. Hi, Terry Lee.
And
Good luck,
Samantha,
everybody. Make sure you put #love. Hi, Amanda Michelle. Thanks for coming.
Lori Christine.
so Samantha and Lori Christine, please put your questions in the chat in all
Yes.
caps if possible.
I'll draw one more time. You win, Jean.
You are a winner.
You are. But we're going to draw again.
Oh, good.
Then Hirayama. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, now I'm trying to think, how do I get this down? Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, okay, so we need you to be present. And as Joan has already told everybody, please, the three ladies that we've drawn, please put your question in the chat and we'll just take it in order. Okay, are you ready, ladies?
Sure. And Samantha's question is there.
Yeah, let me get my banner off.
Lynn doesn't know what to ask. So maybe just a general for her. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you have time to think about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's Samantha's question. My question is, I have been having trouble sleeping. Do my angel team have a message to me about this? So let's tune in and see what her angels have to say about having trouble sleeping. And anyone who gets something, you just go first and we'll just follow you.
Right away, I heard and was kind of being shown some breathing techniques and using some soothing music, even just a little bit, to kind of clear yourself of all the concerns of the day, and sort of imagine all the concerns that you have. What they showed me was a closet where, like, you put all the things, like it's like a closet that's just full of all the thoughts and the have-tos and the lists and all the things that all the thoughts that keep you up at night sometimes, and put them in the closet, shut the door, and lock it. And then they showed me you lying down, just kind of like floating down onto your bed, knowing that they're going to be there. They're just in the closet. They'll be there tomorrow morning. But right now, I just need to kind of zone out to some meditative music and breathe deeply and rest and let and they just said, and let the adventure begin, to kind of anticipate how good this rest is going to feel, and feel your way into that. I hope that was a little bit helpful. How about you two?
Well, I can go next. Samantha, what I was picking up for you is to try and create a bedtime ritual, no matter if you're tired or not. And perhaps if you can take a shower or bath before going to bed, and, putting on your night cream or your night clothes, or turn down your bed, or make sure you don't have any kind of a stimulation 1 hour before you go to bed. No phone, no screens. And you can have maybe light music on. They also say that it may be something in your diet that's overstimulating, or that is kicking up, like your cortisol, or something that is causing you to have this insomnia. But it's about creating a ritual. It's about preparing your body. It's about allowing your body to come down those few notches into a relaxation so that you can go to sleep. It's very difficult to go from a screen and then to bed and expect your body to relax before going to sleep. It's that relaxation, because when you are relaxed, you get a better night's sleep. If you just try and go to bed without being relaxed, it doesn't, your body fights it. There's also a lot of high energies in the atmosphere and astrologically as well. I think it's a new moon coming up, and there's just a lot of energy going on. And maybe try some chamomile tea or some sort of a ritual that you do for yourself that you really practice that unwinding and relaxation period. Brush your hair, put on the body lotion. These things are very soothing and calming and relaxing. And it allows your body to know that this is the time for rest. And whether you fall asleep or not, as long as you're relaxed and you rest, eventually that will happen. That's what I have for you, Samantha.
Well, Samantha says it's been 20, I think she's saying it 24 hours and she's not even tired. Wow. You know what? That is actually going around. One of my family members called this morning because they had not slept at all. They just couldn't get to sleep. So what I got for you, Samantha, was your angels did say that this is a difficult time for humans right now, that there's just a lot of energy out there for a lot of different reasons. It's hard to let your guard down because it feels unsafe right now in the world. And so it's just hard to let that go. And so I got things also like some meditation, like doing some well, sugar. I'm sorry, Samantha. I just saw your thing. I do have a sweet tooth. Well, I'll tell you, sugar will do it too. It'll get you. You will fall asleep because the carbs will go up. But they're telling me that you can also use a little bit of meditation. There's some sleep meditations, some sleep music on YouTube. But the other thing that they just kind of brought to my attention, it seems like a lot of people fall asleep when they're doing some sort of hypnosis thing. And what they brought to my attention was there's this thing on YouTube by Dr. Brian Weiss, where he basically hypnotizes an entire audience to go look at their last life, their last life before this one. And I know what his goal is, but it puts a whole lot of people to sleep. So you might try that too. So that's what I got. And just things that will calm the nerves. And I think both Jean and Joan had their guys gave very good advice on that. So
Later on, I was hearing the words high alert. And just as you were saying, I think a lot of people are on high alert right now.
Alert. Yep.
I
also think something I kind of felt, but I don't know that it was completely for Samantha, is that, I think that we work on things on the other side in our dreams too. And it is an adventure, but I think sometimes it keeps us wound up a little bit. So you might just ask them to please help you calm down. And I like what Kim Princess just said. There's sleepy, boring stories. That sounds perfect. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, everyone. So I noticed that Lynn Hirayama wasn't quite sure what to ask. Lynn and anyone else, I'll just tell you that some of the things you can ask psychic questions, like how does my vibration work with this job that I'm thinking of taking, or questions for your angels or guides. Or you can also ask for you can ask for mediumship, to talk to somebody on the other side that you'd like a message from, and things like that. Lots of different things. If you can think of a question, we will figure out a way to ask that question. So, okay. So next up is Lori. Of course, I have scribbled Lori. There she is, Lori Christine. And her question is, okay, so Lori Christine, when will I get a good paying job that I enjoy? And when will I receive a financial windfall? Okay, well, those seem like two very separate questions. Um, we will look at that. Okay.
So
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Joan. Go ahead.
I'll just be brief. About getting I kind of broke up the first one. When will you get a good paying job? I got later this year. And then I said, is this going to be a job that she will enjoy? And I heard she'll grow into it. She'll learn to enjoy it. So it might be a little, yeah, I'm not sure about this until you really get your legs under you. But I'm feeling like that's going to happen yet this year. And then when I asked about the financial windfall, I didn't get one until 2029. And that's what I got.
So,
I'm sorry. And then they said, look into things about manifestation because right now you're living in the energy of tick tock. Where's my windfall? And that's keeping it away. So just know that all these good things are coming to you, and use your techniques for manifestation to actualize them. Excuse me.
you're fine, Joan. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. And yes, thank you. I also did get with my pendulum that it would be later this year for the job that you will enjoy. And like Joan said, you may not be you may not realize it when you move into the position, because the transition time is usually um, you know, it takes a little time for that learning curve. But I do feel as though you'll really excel at this job, and they'll be able to utilize your gifts, and you'll be able to apply yourself, and they'll recognize, and recognition of our skills makes us soar. It makes us feel useful. It makes us feel productive. And this will help you to enjoy your job. And then, because you get so good at it, you will also be making more money. So I do feel as though it's like the chicken before the egg. It's not making more money that you love. It's loving what you do so that you make more money. And it's not even a one or the other. It's the combination. Also, it's the vibration. All those things that you do want and that you do pray for is available to you. As soon as you match the vibration of this windfall, as soon as you match that you deserve and that you qualify, and that you're able to accept and handle this type of windfall. And what would you do with all of that money? If you got $1 million, would you give 1 million people $1, or would you invest it and make it 20, 30, $40 million? What would you do with it? Start figuring out what you would do with it, what you would get, how it would make you feel when you got that windfall, and if you would deserve it, if you would share it, and how much you would share, what the percentages you would give to your friends and your family. Work it out. Act as if you already have it. Put all the plans in place. Why not? And know that when all of these things are available to us, abundance is available. It's our limiting beliefs that hold us back. And it's still something I am working on, Lori. So be kind to yourself through the process.
Okay. Well, I got something very similar. I got that she will find that job that she loves and will make better money. somewhere in the fourth quarter of 2026, so this year. So it's something in the works. I think I got the feeling that you will start the process of it in the fourth quarter. So I don't know if it completely finishes then or not. A lot of people would say, oh, nobody gets a job then, especially in December, but I've gotten all of my jobs in December. So I don't know. I think it's a perfect month to get a great job. And then as I looked into windfalls, I used my pendulum first, and I got 2030 as well, so kind of far away. But they first talked to me before I even got the date. They said it's not going to look like a windfall at first. So this may be something new that you start doing, or a new partnership, or something at first comes in and you don't think about it as a windfall. It doesn't seem to be something like that, and then it becomes a windfall, something that is, blooms into something beyond your wildest dreams. So I do like that part, but that is interesting. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as buying a lottery ticket or anything like that, but it's definitely something that kind of takes you by surprise a little bit, but not surprise in the way that you feel bad. Whatever this is, it's a great connection. So, okay, that's what I got.
And look, Lori's saying many animal welfare organizations will be receiving some of her financial windfall. That's just great. That's exactly what we're talking about. And then just think about all those animals that you're going to help, and how much, if they knew how much they appreciated, and just live in that vibe. And that's a way of bringing it closer.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see that. Okay. M. Steve, I see you're here. To enter the drawing, you have to put in #love, but we might change that in a few minutes so we can pick up some new people. So now we have Lori Hirayama, and there we go. Lynn Hirayama, sorry. Oh, wait. Okay. So she is referring to yesterday. I read her Akashic records, and she wanted to be introduced to her team, and they call them. One of them is Lieutenant, one is Kuan Yin, and a duck. And so she wanted to either follow up on that, but I don't really feel like that is kind of where at least I'm going to go, or will I get my teeth? Or how to have a better relationship with my son, Jonathan. He's planning on getting married. So why don't we just pick the part of the question that appeals to you and read on it?
As the mother of a son, I'm going to do the last part about Jonathan.
Ooh. Might. Okay, dear.
So Lynn, your angels and guides are saying that you have everything that you need. You are complete. You are a wonderful mother exactly the way you are. You are a complete human being living an experience here on earth. There is nothing that you're lacking. And yet, what you yearn for, what you feel drawn to, that you are seeking is seeking you. I feel that there is an opening, an awareness, a self awakening, a self-awareness that you're going to be developing. It's about getting to know Lynn. It's about developing your relationship with your own soul, with your own not with your own ego, but with the soul aspect of yourself, getting to know you on a spiritual basis, and practicing your gratitude, practicing your balance, practicing your healing, I do feel as though all of these things will help to give you the ability to navigate through life with an open mind and an open heart, and know that everything happens for a reason, and anything that happens, it is happening for us, not to us. Um, I do feel as though you don't give yourself as much credit as you should, and that you have an amazing, beautiful wisdom, and just allow yourself to grow into that, move into that, relax into that. And once you get this a little bit of a relaxation or a belief in yourself, you'll be surprised at how things will change around you. And that's what I have for you to consider.
Nice. Lynn, when I tuned in, right away I heard the song, I love you just the way you are. I don't remember. That was a really bad one as far as the tune of it goes, but those were the words. So it's sort of this idea that I think I'm speaking for all parents that we wish the best for our children, and it's really easy to see, oh, if you'd only do it this way, or if you would only do this, and to see their faults rather than accepting them for exactly who they are in this moment and loving them for that. Sending, you don't have to be communicating that constantly to them, but do send that energetically to them. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you just as you are. I'm looking forward to seeing how, your growth and development and all of these things. But kind of like when we were talking about with our last person about the job, to not be focusing on the lack, but on the things that are right now. And let's see. Yeah. So, and then I drew cards for you. And here I've got the Page of Pentacles. So here's a young person, a young boy, who our kids, no matter how old they are, they're always young, and with the coin. So he's bringing messages and having to do with abundance. So there's abundance coming for him, and you need to believe in that. In whatever ways abundance shows up. I also got the hawk that says powerful messages being communicated to you at this time. But I think what this hawk really means is, hawks can be way, way high up in the air. And with their eyesight, they can see the tiniest little mouse from, hundreds and hundreds of feet away. So it's like there needs to be, you can keep an eye on him from a distance, is what I'm saying. And you can do that energetically or spiritually too, to just ask his angels to take care of him, so remain engaged by sending him love and all of that, but don't hover. Keep the distance. I also got the ascension symbol. And this is kind of a power boost thing. So you might want to imagine yourself sitting, or imagine him sitting in a pyramid while you're sending him positive energy, and that will emphasize it and help it. So just all these things without interfering with his life too much. And again, just as we were talking to our prior questioner, to focus on how on him now and how much you love him now, and all the positive things rather than about the lack. And that should help, I hope.
Oh, that is so interesting, because I actually did go ahead and tune into her Akashic Records team, Lieutenant Kuan Yin and Duck. And while they didn't speak to me, they showed me Lynn's flow of her life. So we're going down a little stream here. And I saw, they showed me her walking in front of me in the stream, very happy. And she kind of turned around and winked at me. And then she went like this. And I realized she had something in her hand, and she put it in her pocket. And so then I asked them, what was that? What did she put in the pocket? And what it was a crystal. I get the feeling that right now it's about changing your vibration, lightening it up, lifting your vibration as high as you can. I think a crystal will help you with this. So I would go out to some store that you can pick out a good crystal that is really calls to you, but also is easy to put in your pocket and to have with you, because I just feel like it's just about kind of lightening up, go with the flow, and just letting your vibration, your frequency kind of rise. And of course, every time you lift your frequency, it helps everybody around you, including your son. So that's what I got.
You were sending me somewhere just then, Terri. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I'm going somewhere. You had your healing voice on. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, did I?
And Lynn, now's your time to practice being a grandmother. You never know.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exciting times coming. That's lovely. Okay, well, it is time to draw more people. So I'm going to add this to the stage, and we're going to draw again. I think we can at least do 3 more. So here we go. Let's see who.
And to be in the drawing, just put #love.
So shooting star.
Congratulations.
Oh, look at that puppy. Look at that puppy in
So sweet.
Hi, Viviani. Hi, Brenda.
And shooting
Hello,
star.
everybody.
Yeah, put your message in or your question in, please. Shooting star.
Ooh, Linda Swan. Thank you, Joan, for reminding everybody that if your name's drawn, you got to put your question in.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Don't Try.
Kelly.
Kelly.
And Kelly.
Corey. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're going to take that down.
Go ahead and put your question in, everybody. And Shooting Star, Linda Swan, and Kelly Montefiore. And forgive me for not, I know there's a couple more syllables, but.
Yeah. We got Linda Swan's question. And do we have, how about Shooting Star? Are you here? Okay. Why don't we go ahead with Linda Swan's question? But remember, Shooting Star and Kelly Montefiore, please put your questions in.
Kelly's is there.
Kelly's here. Okay, great. Great. Okay, so here we go with Linda Swan's. I would love a message from Harry and Mary who are in spirit. If not, she would like messages from angels. So I'm thinking Harry and Mary, if you're here, Linda, are those your grandparents? Oh, Shooting Star's here too. Okay, Shooting Star, you're going to be next. Okay. And we have Kelly. She wants a general reading. Okay, so let's read on Linda Swan's question.
Parents.
Parents. Okay, great.
I feel Mom coming through first. I feel Mom saying that she's very proud of you and that she wants to thank you for all the dedication that you paid, that you gave her towards the end of her life. and how difficult it was for you, and how many all the prayers. She said she couldn't have asked for a better daughter. I see you going to a hospital or a facility and just treating. I don't think that she was able to communicate very clearly towards the end, but it didn't stop you from telling her all about your day and about how pretty she is. And, she just wants you to know that she really does appreciate all the love and care that you gave her towards the end. And I can't tell, let me just see. She wants you to remember the shopping days. Did you used to go shopping and then out to dinner? I feel like you would have like a whole day. Did you used to travel to like a special outlet or something? These were some of her favorite times that she shared with you when you did girl things together. Let me know if that makes sense, Linda.
When I tuned in, the very first thing I saw was Harry and Mary were sort of like leading a group in a parade, and they each had the poles, and there was a banner over the top that was like, like an like a St. Patrick's Day parade. It will have the name of the clan or something. It was something like that, except it was a kind of a blue, sort of like my wallpaper blue color with yellow letters. I couldn't read what it said, but I'm getting the idea. It was your people, your clan over on the other side. And they were just smiling and having such a good time. And pretty much saying they're joined together. So sometimes souls that are united in life kind of go their separate ways and do their separate things on the other side, but they're together. Not right on top of each other, but they're still, they've decided to stay together, and they seem to be having a great time. And so they're just kind of saying, don't worry about me, don't worry about us. But then when I asked a little bit more about information about you, my solar plexus really lit up, that gut feeling type of thing. And they're saying that's one way that they communicate with you. To trust your gut. You are getting more information than you realize, and even just like little things like I was talking about no, turn here and you'll get back back home in time for the delivery. Things like that. When they'll be sending you little things like that to learn how to trust yourself in small things, so that you can really trust it when you need it in big things. Blue banner, it's like they're leading a group of a parade. And then when I drew cards, I got the Three of Cups, which is like a celebration. So I don't know if that's you and both of them, but this is three women too. So there's a celebration that I think they're having over there about still being together. But there are two other women, like you and a sister, or you and someone else here. And so you're all still tied together. And I got the nuthatch, stay grounded and welcome a new knowledge and perspective coming to you. This is the bird that can climb up and down. You can look at things in a different way. And I think that's what they're saying. They're still here. They're still in communication with you. It's just, in a different perspective now. And then it was the Archangel Azrael about endings and beginnings. So they're kind of saying, I know this is different for us, but it's a new beginning for us, and also we're still there for you, but it's just in another way. And they continue to send their love. I hope that was helpful. What did you get? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think she said something here. Jean, she wanted to let you know that she can relate to what you said.
Wonderful.
Okay. So I got mostly your dad, Harry, showing up on the stage. I mean, your mom, I can see him kind of have his arm around your mom, so they're there. But for but But the first thing he said to me was a little interesting because he said, "We weren't no joke." And he said it just like that. We weren't no joke. And what he's referring to is, I think some people kind of gave them a little bit of ribbing over Harry and Mary being so close types of names. And he said, we weren't no joke. And it was a pleasure to raise you. And he's saying he's letting me know that you were not a hard child to raise. Harry, what else would you like to tell Linda? I am kind of wondering because he's bringing my attention to Wonder Bread. You know the old white bread that everybody used to have and had sandwiches on. He's showing me Wonder Bread, and I'm wondering if he made your sandwiches in the morning for school. If so, let me know, because I'm kind of wondering what is there. So Harry, tell me more about the Wonder Bread. Why are you showing me Wonder Bread? I think he's just talking about it was a wonderful journey. Okay. But he's not saying anything more about that.
Well, I was getting a little bit more from Mary. I'm not sure if you're waiting and listening to get the messages from them. You're looking for them and wondering where they are. And it was a little bit about what Joan was talking about, that that the relationship is still there. It's only in a different form. And I do feel as though, like, one way that we can consider is that they are on a vacation, and they're out of cell phone range and no emails. Like, because they are having the time of their life, so to speak, but they're in a new life. They have transitioned, and they are able to see us, feel us, and connect with us. And you're waiting and you're saying, Mom, Dad, are you here? And they don't want you to have to, like, try or worry about that. They want you to go on with your life, enjoy your life. And when you're enjoying your life, boom, little signs and synchronicities will pop out of nowhere. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, was that my mom? Oh my gosh, was that my dad? And that's because your joy is so high, and your spirits are so high, and your vibration is so high, they can do this. But also the subtle times when you feel somebody maybe kissing you on your cheek, or somebody playing with the back of your hair. They did that to me last night. I'm like, come on, you guys. But it's really, it can be subtle, but they really just want you to keep moving on and keep inviting them in each morning.
Yes. Oh, that's so lovely. Okay. Now it is Shooting Star's turn. And here we go. Joan, did you happen to notice if she said what her brother's name was?
I haven't seen that.
Okay. So this is her question. May I have a message from my brother who passed away on August 25th? I feel like there was more to be found, maybe?
Done.
More to be done. Okay. Oh, more to be done. Okay, let's read on that.
Bobby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So he's coming through with much love and expression and joy, and wanting to reach out his arms. And this is not something that he was typically known for. And I think this is like, he wished he would have hugged you a little bit more and maybe told you that he loved you. And not been so wrapped up in things. He's saying that he wants to let you know that you mean the world to him and that you two have had lifetimes together in the past. You're very connected to one another. I don't know if there's other siblings, but you two are especially connected. And he's saying, thank you so much for loving me and he's saying, giving him the space that he needed in order to find himself. I feel as though he was a little distant, or maybe he was gone for a while and came back. Um, but he wants you to know that it doesn't always have to be an everyday connection between a brother and sister. It's important that you know that you are connected soul to soul. And I do feel as though he had a little bit of a troubling time. Um, and that he just wants you to know that the disconnection or the time spent apart from one another did not equate any that he loved you any less. He loved you because you were his sister and that your souls were connected always. That's what I got. I'll let you guys go.
When I tuned in, I kind of got him saying, I was surprised too, that he felt that there was more to be done. But then he showed me like a puzzle piece. We had a drinking problem and I had to give him tough love. Yeah. There was a puzzle piece, like when you're putting together a huge, huge puzzle, you know that they're all going to fit somewhere, but it takes a long time to see. And it was like, oh, hadn't figured out that that was the piece of the puzzle. So it was a surprise to him, but now he can see how it all fits together, both for his soul's evolution and for yours too. And let's see, what else was he saying? I wish I could read my handwriting a little bit. Oh, and that dealing with this loss is part of your growth experience. So, and I think it's, again, I'm hearing "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina," that song. So it's like, don't focus on the loss of, you can't, when you lose somebody, not focus on the loss, but don't focus on the tragedy, because he's saying it was all part of a plan for both of us to grow, me for living through it and you for watching me go through it. And then when I was, and so just kind of meditate on it. Okay, so what did I learn? What, about what I can do and what I can't do, and what, just like what you did with tough love, that just getting to that point where you could do that was part of your soul's journey to not enable him. When I went to the cards, I got the Page of Swords, which makes me think, was he a younger brother? Because this is, the page, the young boy, and it's of swords, which is about ideas, but it's also of conflict. And he's kind of looking away from the sword and thinking thoughts, but maybe not really connected with the conflict that sword might be representing. I also got the Vulture, who says, accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. And I know from my many, I'm old, so I've lost a lot of people over the years, and this is still pretty fresh for you, but it is an opportunity to do a self-assessment and say, okay, how am I going to use this experience? How can I use it to help myself or to help others, or to be more understanding of other people who are going through similar things? And once you kind of let go with the things that are dragging you down and see what can make you soar high, then it's prioritize play and pleasure. Then it's like, okay, that's the next step in not just sitting down and learning a tough lesson, but say, I think it's in my best interest, and I think my brother would endorse this from where he is now, that I spend more time bringing joy to the world, joy to myself. And it doesn't have to be like throwing a big party or something, but just walking down the street and noticing how, isn't it fun to watch the kids in the park? Or just looking at the, spring's going to be coming, the tulips are coming up, appreciating the little things, because that's going to feed your soul and teach you again after this period of grieving and great loss and heartache that life moves on. And this is like the fertilizer that's going to help you bloom. And your brother, oh, I'm getting chills with this. Your brother is totally on board with that and wants you to use this experience for your own good and the good of others that you come into contact with too. You can spread it around. I hope that made some sense, but my heart is with you. That's a rough one.
Yeah. Oh, that was lovely. Shooting Star, I got this very similar things in that when Bobby kind of showed me his life, he showed it to me in sections. Like there's a kind of a lighter colored section, kind of a kind of a tan reddish section. Then you'd see lighter redder, just sections. And he let me know that he had a little bit of a difficult life. It was difficult. He sometimes was doing very, very well, and then he slid back and wasn't doing so well. And he let me know that before he died, but when he knew, things were not going to go better in life, that he was afraid to die. He was afraid of what would be on the other side. Would he be punished? He was really quite worried about that. And what he wants you to know is that he was absolutely surprised to find that he wasn't punished for any of this, that he is okay. He is really okay over there and very happy. He recognizes that he was a difficult person and that it was a difficult life, and that that there was a lot of growing through this. So Bobby, you told me something else. What else was the thing you wanted to say? I don't know if it's because I'm holding a crystal, but he's basically saying you were like a crystal to me. You really helped a lot. You helped support me with your vibrations. Oh, this is what he said. He said the most important thing in what you said when you said I had to give him tough love is love. You gave me love. That was the most important thing of the whole sentence. You gave me love. Even though it was something hard to do, it was love. And he greatly appreciated that. And he didn't even realize how much, until he was already on the other side, how much love and grace you extended to him through his entire life. And he appreciates that very much and sends you love back.
Now it's his turn to watch over you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your question. And we have one more. Are you up for one more, ladies?
Yep, we have Kelly's in there.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Oh, Kelly. Okay. Kelly said she would love general messages. So I'm assuming angels, guides, anybody on her spiritual team.
So, Kelly, I feel like you've been working hard at your goals, and I feel as though you may be spinning your wheels or taking one step forward and two steps back, and they want you to go with the flow. I hear that it's letting go of it's important to have goals and have loose expectations, allow divine timing to occur in its own time, and try not to judge yourself so harshly, and to allow for the flexibility and the growth periods. I do feel as though your astrological sign is tied to, um, well, we all are tied to the current planetary alignments, but I do feel you're going to have a little bit of a release or a push forward around the 1st of April. These months of February and March are going to be like sort of nose to the grindstone and trudging through and doing all the work and setting everything up and still working. And I do feel as though this is all going to come to fruition for you. But try not to put yourself down or have expectations and beat yourself up like, oh, I can't believe I didn't make that this week. Or I can't believe I didn't do whatever it is. It's like, tomorrow's another day. I'll get there when I get there. What I know, it'll all happen soon. Be really kind to yourself. Allow to go with the flow so that when the momentum does come in, you'll have this energy all behind you. And that's what I have.
Cool. Kelly, when I tuned in, the first thing I saw and heard was a trumpet. And I thought, so what's this all about? And then they turned into like those herald trumpets, like, in medieval or in Renaissance time or something, the long trumpets that are announcing, the royalty coming. So I got the idea that something you've been working on in private is now coming out in the world. And whether that's, an artistic craft or something you've been working on, like maybe you've been working on your spiritual development and now you're coming out with it and talking to other people about it. Whatever it is, it's like there's been this fear of, and maybe it's just like showing your true self. There's been something that's been holding you back, and it's like, well, I'm just going to keep this private. And now you're going to take the risk of stepping out and kind of stepping out in faith. And they're saying it's going to be well received. And I got that before I started drawing cards, and this is the first card I got, the Three of Pentacles of the craftsman, and that makes perfect sense. You've been crafting something like, oh, I'm working on this stitchery or whatever, but now I'm going to take it to a sale and see if somebody else, show it to somebody else. And that's a really risky thing to do, to take something that's really important to you and show it to someone else, whether it's for purchase or not. It's sort of like, don't tell me my baby is ugly or that type of thing. So it's like taking this risk to go public with something, and then kind of finding your herd too. This is the starling. Now is the time to get out in the world and connect in authentic ways. So whatever this thing is, it might connect you with other people, because the starling is the bird that we often see in those beautiful big murmurations where millions of them are flying together in these fabulous patterns. So it's kind of a time to move out from doing something solo to kind of finding your flock, if not your herd. And then you got the Archangel of Hope, who says, expect the best. So doing this, kind of moving from solo out into the public, and then a lot of people and finding your herd can feel really risky. But keep in mind that this is for your highest good, and if you expect the best rather than worrying about the negative things that can happen, you can have a bigger influence on it turning out that way. So I hope that makes some sense to you. That was fun.
So, Kelly, when I tuned into your energy, I got deep pain in my heart. Just this low in my heart, this heavy ache. And so I asked them, what is this? What is this? And they said that you've had some sort of kind of soul wound that has hurt you, or maybe you picked it up along the way, something that's really kind of brought you down. And they're telling me that some of the results of this are like feeling unworthy, feeling like you are not worthy to share these things, that you somebody really took away your dignity. That it has a lot to do with about dignity, that they took away your dignity. You weren't seen. You weren't seen for who you really are, and they didn't see all the good things about you. And so what they're letting me know is it's time to heal now. It's time to start looking at healing for this, that what happened to you that made you feel bad shouldn't have happened, and that it's time to let you know how much love surrounds you. Your team loves you. They are surrounding you with love all the time. And I think that what you're going to want to do is just kind of maybe set aside some quiet time each day, maybe to meditate, maybe to pray, maybe just to try to sit there for a moment and see how your guides nudge you, but to feel that love. And I also get the feeling that maybe you could start using some sayings like, I am here, I am safe, I am loved, to kind of start really letting your guides work within you and within your heart, because it really feels in that heart level, because you are so completely loved, so worth it. It's time to kind of let go of that and start to heal. Maybe the Ho'oponopono prayer, to let go of whatever happened to you. So that's what I got, and I hope that helps. Well, ladies, it is that time to where that we were pretty much done. Oh, and Kelly said, thank you all. You are wonderful. You are all on spot. So, or spot on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Terry, can I share my my special that I have going on?
Sure, of course.
I put you on the spot. What are you going to say? No, I'm kidding. So this is my winter special offer, you guys. I have it. It's only good through the end of February. And it's 45 minutes for $55. And it's a personalized psychic medium reading. You can ask for messages from loved ones, pets, spirit guides, angels, insight for life decisions, develop and trust your intuitive gifts. Whatever we can get squeezed in for 45 minutes, we can do. And you can go onto my website, which is SunPsychicJean.com, and it's the first choice there. And it's good through the end of February. And I just wanted to say thank you. I've had an amazing response from a lot of you participating and supporting me with my special, and I really do appreciate it. And not to forget, we're going to be on March 1st. So it's sort of like February 29th, even though there's not 29 days in February. But it's that March 1st is when Terry and I are going to be together doing our beginning introduction on how to use your pendulum. We're all going to be practicing, so make sure you bring your pendulum. I'll put that on my website later today. I'm going to be putting it up. We just found out the date, and we're going to be discussing some of the contents. But it's so exciting, and I am very much looking forward to. And it's really a great time to get together and get to know each other and have a nice uplifting afternoon with like-minded individuals trying something fun. And I know a lot of people, when I pull out my pendulum, they're like, oh, Jean, I've been using my pendulum. I love it. And if you have dowsing rods, you can use dowsing rods, but it's mostly pendulum, right? We're not going to kick you out if you have dowsing rods.
Right. Well, and it's going to be so much fun to do that. So much fun. I want to, and if you have anything to announce, Joan, you can. I want to announce the next time I'm going to be on is next Sunday with Jean and Allie Martin. We are developing a new show, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Do you have a name for it yet?
Nope.
It'll come to you, I'm sure.
We're almost there, but
we're voting now. We have a couple of
yes. Yes.
But maybe we'll ask you after the show, Joan. We'll get Joan's idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you can use your pendulum, Joan, and tell us
Sure.
which one. Maybe all you can decide.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Do you have anything to announce, Joan?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody, thank you so much for coming to our show. And please don't forget to like or give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you, everyone.